Good morning and welcome to the Blytheway Morning Show. I am Bonnie Hughes. Our guest today is Patrick Cullen. He is Chief Executive Officer of Connemara Mining. Connemara has two gold projects, two zinc projects in Ireland, and their Stone Park project, which they own over 23%, is in close proximity to Glencoe's project. And here to tell us all about what's happening in the company is Patrick. Hello, Patrick.
Good morning, Bonnie. Good to see you.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, great. So we did have some results out on the gold on Monday. Not spectacular results from the gold. We were carrying on from a hole that we drilled at Tombreen at our Mine River project, where we had 16 grams a ton over the 2 meters. We picked up a new mineralized zone. Low grade, 3 grams a ton, but fairly shallow and some oxidation there. So we're still encouraged. The main thing we've achieved there is really, it's a technical achievement. We've got core that we didn't have before. We've got lots of examples of mineralization. So we'll be looking at that in some detail, and also core orientation, which we didn't have from any of the historic drilling. So that's going to help us kind of unravel and unlock the secret to what's happening there at Mine River. And
Mine River has not been that much drill tested,
right,
so it's very
that's right.
Earlier stage.
Yeah, so we were planning to drill 10 holes. We've made a decision to hold up a little while. We had some access issues due to agricultural activities, and that's going to delay some of the drill holes we would have liked to drill. But essentially, we've drilled like 9 holes, and we have 15 kilometers of target, from historic sampling, drilling, and from geophysics. So we're still encouraged. We've made progress. And happy we'll move along there, but we'll be doing some technical work, like I say.
And I noticed there were some results out on Stone Park.
Right. So I haven't been in town to update you on that. So we had a drill result for first hole to be drilled at Stone Park, our zinc project, a joint venture with Group 11. First hole to be drilled since 2012, and basically achieved a number of things. First of all, it was drilled at an inclined angle, so that's not been done on the project in the past, which allowed them to target some structures that had been interpreted, some faults that had been interpreted from the past. It turns out that the faults weren't picked up, and so the deposit is now open to the east, which is in the direction of Palace Green, the Glencoe project you referred to in the opening. So that's very exciting. We've got good grades in that area. And of course, the hole came back with really spectacular grades, 32.2% lead and zinc combined, 25% zinc. So that's really encouraging, over 5.4 meters in the intersection, approximately 4.9 meters horizontal thickness. And the ore body is generally flat lying. So that's pretty encouraging. They're pretty good results. You won't see results like that every day.
And it shows very good foresight that you decided to retain your 1% NSR on the project.
Well, we're excited to maintain that holding. The zinc price has been up and down, and sure, it's dipped under 3,000 now, but it's a very solid project. The Glencoe is still active there. They've been upgrading their deposit, and they've increased the grade up above the 8.15% combined that they had. Ours is now 11.3% combined, which is a very decent grade. So we're pretty excited about that, and we hope to be getting onto other work soon with our other partner, Tech at Oldcastle. So we look forward to updating on that when we're about to go. Quite a lot of action in the zinc space, and for Connemara, and in general in other companies, TSX and ASX listed companies in Ireland. Yeah.
And what is the work program for Oldcastle at the moment?
Well, no. Tech have to make an expenditure of €240,000 before the year end to earn in. So we're just waiting, for confirmation that the go ahead's happening there. So yeah.
And has it been drill tested at the moment, or is there historical drill results on that project?
Yeah. So they've drilled a number of holes. There was 2 targets. It's a block of 5 licenses. It's about 20 kilometers west of the Tara, Beliden's Tara mine, which is a huge high grade deposit. So it's in the right space. From the drilling that they've done and the work that they've done with Connemara in the past, they've established that there's good signs that there's major basin bounding faults, the kind of structures that the geologists are looking for, certainly evidence of mineralization, a mineralizing system. So they're looking for a Navin equivalent, and they're out there looking for something big, we hope, and we're looking forward to them possibly discovering one. So that's really, be excited about that. So things are moving ahead very, very well, I think. And of course, you mentioned we had a fourth project, the other gold project, which is up in Donegal. That's the Inishowen project, and it's focused on structures within the Dalradian rocks there. And of course, in the past few weeks, there's been a lot of news out of the north of Ireland. Dalradian, the offer from their shareholder Orion to purchase the company, major impact on the value of the company. It's up to £300 million market cap now. And even more recently, Galantis, small-scale operation, but they've announced that they've intersected their target vein, the Carney vein, underground, and so they're quite excited about that, and I think there was a good response to that. So we're definitely in the right space. We'll do some more work in Donegal this summer. We're planning the work at the moment, and it's going to be, it'll be sampling and maybe some trenching. So we're looking at that.
Yes, Ireland's definitely been in the news this summer for
absolutely,
mining and exploration, which is very exciting.
Yeah, we've definitely in the right space. One of the issues that I've been discussing over the I think it's 10 months that I've been with Connemara is Ireland as a favourable jurisdiction, and I've referred as well in discussion with people about some of the issues that are affecting the mining industry, and this is coming from companies like Rio Tinto, who are coming out and saying the major issues are energy and energy costs and resource nationalism. That's emerging. So Ireland, we don't believe, has an issue with resource nationalism. Very supportive government, good legislation. And then on the energy cost, well, I suppose you're looking at, in the zinc space, you're looking for high-grade ore bodies, and that's what we have in Ireland, high-grade and excellent metallurgy.
Oh, that's really good. And I mean, certainly that will come at a later stage. Right now you're just proving up these deposits.
Yeah, so I mean, Stone Park, the zinc deposit, it's just over 5 million tonnes, but it's open. It's open in all directions. It's certainly open to the east in the direction of the Glencoe deposit, and that's important strategically, I think, down the road. But I mean, it's not large enough yet, but it has opportunity to grow. And given its location, I think that's quite important. And
so I guess about a month and a half ago or so, you raised some capital?
Oh, no, this was back in February, end of February. Yeah, so we raised 900,000. So we're still in a good position. Decisions about Mine River and so forth, we're watching the budgets carefully, and we'll just make the right decisions in terms of where can we create value, and drilling a few more holes at Mine River at this point was deemed not to be the best decision. Certainly we'll be contributing at Stone Park. We're continuing with that.
And expected news flow over the next few months?
Well, I have to say I was perhaps a bit too optimistic about how quickly I would get drilling completed and results and so forth. So the news flows have been a little bit slow the past month or so, but. And so I'll be a little bit more cautious, say, but we'll be drilling hopefully soon again at Stone Park, and we'll be getting there'll be technical results coming out of Mine River. There'll be assay results to come from soil sampling in Donegal. So, and then there'll be other news hopefully in terms of drilling. So.
That's great, and maybe there could be some more potential takeovers in Ireland as well.
Well, that's also a possibility, and that's really where we come from. We're trying to. When a potential joint venture partner, mid-tier gold company, whoever comes to look at this ground, they're going to obviously be interested in grades, in the 16s and above over meters. That's for sure. But they also want to see, a wider data set and a sort of better definition in terms of the structure and why the mineralization. And their geologists will want to look at that and so forth. So that's the sort of information that we'll be providing in the next couple of months.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Patrick.
Yeah, Bonnie, thanks.
And we look forward to having you on again.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on the Blytheway Morning Show. Have a profitable day.